Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well today. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade. I post videos over here at least 3 times a week. I've got a vlogging channel and I upload daily on TikTok too. So I hope you're doing very well today. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out the W7 It's Glow Time Foundation, and I'm so excited to review this for you all. So I hope you'll enjoy this. If you do, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, leave me a lovely little comment, and please do subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. Without further ado, let's get started. So as I said, today we're going to be reviewing the It's Glow Time Foundation by W7. This is what packaging looks like. I'll be completely transparent, this was gifted to me. I've done a paid partnership with W7 over on Instagram and TikTok. However, this is completely of my own opinion. The other videos were of my own opinion as well, but this is not sponsored in any way, shape or form. I just thought I'd do a review for you all because I love doing foundation reviews. So they kindly gifted 2 different shades just to see which one would match me the best. So I've got Ivory Glow and I've also got Honey Glow. This is going to be the best shade for winter and when I'm less tanned. However, today we're going to be going in with Honey Glow, which is a really good match for me actually. So if you've followed me for a while, you'll know I've always been a full coverage matte kind of girl when it comes to foundations. However, over the last few months, I tried the e.l.f. foundation, the Glow Filter I think it's called, and I fell in love with it. Since then, I've been trying other glowy foundations, and I'm just now obsessed. Like, I'm just feeling the glowy, kind of like summery, healthy skin look. So I had to try this one. So this is one that I asked if I could try from them. So this is what it looks like. I'm so excited to share this with you guys because I just love sharing foundations. I love trying new products. So we're just going to get straight on with it. So I've already done a bit of skincare, but we're going to do a primer as well. So which primer we're going to use? Let's have a look. I think I want to use the Real Love one. This is a really nice hydrating primer. So this is the H2O Hydrate Primer from Real Love by Revolution. So I've just got a couple of pumps of this on my hand. I'm just going to apply this to my face. It's a super hydrating one and it smells really nice. I can't put my finger on what it is, but it's like some sort of like fruity kind of smell, but it is so nice. It's like strawberries mixed with another fruit, but I can't put my finger on it. Okay. That is it all soaked into my skin. We've got all our skin prep done and now we're gonna get the foundation on. So I'm just gonna pump some onto the back of my hand first. Here we go. I have used this a few times already, but when I've used it, I've only blended it in with a brush. So for this video, we're gonna do half with the brush, half with the sponge, and then compare the 2 methods of blending. So this is what it looks like at the back of my hand. Looks quite dark, but it blends out beautifully. So let's just apply some to my face. So for the shade, I'd say this is very similar to my NYX one. I've got one by NYX. Let's just get it out. It's there, bear with me. It doesn't look, let's focus, it doesn't look like it, but when you actually get it on your skin, it does remind me of the NYX one a little bit, which is a really nice one. I've got that in the shade Golden Light. It's a very, I don't know how to word it. It just kind of glides on your skin. It's a very moisturizing, very hydrating foundation. You don't need loads of products, but I do like to use a little bit more to get some good coverage. Because I do feel like personally, I know everybody's different with their coverage, but personally, I feel like I've got like a good coverage base. It leaves me a really nice blank canvas to then do my makeup on, rather than, you know, having things already down there, you know, being able to see your features. But that just depends on my makeup look. Sometimes I like to have more of a natural base, but for a lot of my makeup looks, I like to have a nice blank canvas. This is how it's looking like now I've applied this to my skin. So like I said, we're going to use 1/2 with a brush, 1/2 with a sponge. We're going to start with the sponge first, which is what I've been looking forward to. So I've just dampened my beauty blender. As you can see, my hands are literally still wet from it. And I never used to wet my beauty blender. I think that might be where I was going wrong with it, because I was like, why is it just soaking up all of my product? Like, it's just not working. It never really felt like it was blending properly. It just felt like it was soaking it up and just not like distributing products properly. So I've wet that and we're going to do this side with the beauty blender. I'm going to start to blend. It does seem to be shearing the product out a bit, but you've still got that gorgeous kind of glowy finish. Yeah, I do think it's showing the product out quite a lot, but it is making it look really blended. It doesn't look patchy or anything. It does look nice. I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of using a beauty blender though to blend it out, if I'm honest. But that's why we try these different methods so we can see what works best. So this is how it's looking now. I've blended that side in with the beauty blender. Very, very glowy, very healthy. Okay, I want to use this side of the brush now. Literally look at how much has gone into my beauty blender. That was nearly new, look at that. I do feel like a lot of it just soaks straight in, which just feels like it's a bit of a waste of product if I'm completely honest. So I've just grabbed the Nia Kabuki brush. This is the Flat Top HD brush 140. And we're going to start to buff this into my skin at this side. Do you see what I mean about the coverage difference already? Like, it gives such better coverage using a brush. But I found that with most foundations. So I'm just blending this out. I do feel like you've got to really blend it though, because if not you can have little streak marks and lines on it. Look at that. Look at the coverage. Like the difference. That's one of my dark freckles there. That's covered quite well. Compared to like my light freckles and like a bit of scarring up here, you can see that really, really prominently compared. Yeah, I definitely prefer blending that in with a brush. Look at how healthy that's made my skin look. I love it. I'm going to apply the rest of my full face with it so we can see how it performs with everything else. I'm going to use some powder and some cream products so we can see the difference. But look at how glowy and healthy that side looks. Like this side's still nice as well, but you can see the glow is different, the coverage isn't there quite as much, so you can see the differences between it. So I definitely prefer using a brush, which I thought I would, but I still wanted to try it out anyway. We're going to go in with our concealer next. And for concealer, I'm going to go with the Revolution one. I really like this one. It's the Fast Base Concealer by Revolution. I talked about this in a video recently. So I bought this when it first came out and I fell in love. And it was like £8. I thought it's not too bad. Like, it's a bit pricey, but it's not too bad. But the product like hardly lasted. Like, it didn't last very long at all, which I found really frustrating when you pay like £8 for a product and it turns out the product is literally from there to there, so you don't get a lot of product in here at all. It's 4.5ml of concealer. Really not a lot, but it is such a beautiful product, so I did buy another one in the sale. So I'm going to use a brush to blend this into my eyes. I've been loving this brush recently. This is the Soul Beauty brush, and it's the buffing concealer brush, I believe. Yeah, buffing concealer brush. I absolutely love this. Soul Beauty is one of my favourite brush brands, and they don't exist anymore. It makes me very sad. That is just blended in beautiful. Like, I love the way that it's making my under eyes look with this foundation and concealer together. I've never tried the two of them together, so I'm absolutely loving that. Yeah, I think that looks so nice. So one of my biggest insecurities, if you haven't been here before, you may not know, one of my biggest insecurities, I'm just blending out the edges with a sponge, yeah, it's always been my under eyes. And that's just because I feel like they are so, you can just see them all the time. They are very puffy, they're very prominent, and it makes me very insecure. So something very important to me when it comes to like a concealer and foundation duo has to be how it performs on my under eyes, and I think that's actually performed really well. I really like it, but again, I think this side has done better than this side, but that's probably with that coverage from blending the foundation out with the sponge on that side. So we're going to start off with my MUA bronzer. I actually was considering turning this into like a full face of W7 products video, but I decided not to because I want to get one of their primers and then do like a proper full face of W7 on here. So we're not going to do that today, so we're just going to mix it up with a few different brands. This is the MUA bronzer, and I think it's in the shade Solar. Yeah, in the shade Solar, which is 110. But just look at how well this powder product is just buffing straight into that foundation. It is so good. So I've used the foundation a few times, but I've not used it with that many different products. I've used it with a lot of W7 products, but not that many other brands, so I wanted to see how well it goes with different things. Like I said before, different formulas, like cream formulas, liquids, I've got powders, things like that. So this is how it's looking. feel like it's really coming together. Really, really like it. I'm just going to keep going over this bronzer until I'm happy with it. Okay, let's time to go in with the blush. So for blush, we're going to use a liquid blush because I want to use, you know, the different types. So I'm going to go with the Beauty Bay one today. I've been using this all the time. I've been using the shade Spring or Peaches, but today we're going to go in with Spring. I'm just going to apply some there and some there. And then we're going to blend. It's a super easy product to use. This one I think is more of like a natural everyday shade, which I absolutely love. I think it's so pretty. And then the same on this side. Blends in so easily. That's worked really, really nicely. You can still see that glow underneath it. It's not too excessive, but it still looks really nice, natural, just like a healthy skin kind of look. Absolutely love it. Now we're going to do you know, I'm not going to do any highlights. I don't even feel like we need it because we've got that really natural glow. And I feel like if we highlight, we're just going to over highlight and just look like a mirror ball. So that is how it is looking and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. We're going to do a little bit of like powdering and setting my face and see how that works. But so far I'm just obsessed. Like this foundation, everything about it is so, so good. I'm going to use the She Glam Insta Ready powder for this. So for the majority of my face, we're going to use this loose powder here. What brush shall we take for it? I'm actually loving this so much. Like, I've reorganized all of my office and everything is just feeling so much better because I can just reach and grab something and not have to like go to the opposite side of my office to get stuff out. So I'm just going to put some of this down here. Do some. That's just gone straight into that. That is so good. I was worried that it would end up looking a bit patchy or anything like that, but that's working really, really nicely together. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead so it doesn't look really oily and greasy because my forehead gets so ridiculously greasy and oily throughout the day. Oils really do break out through there. It's working so well together. Okay, let's do my under eyes. This is like the big test. So I've got my sponge. I'm going to use the other part, which is the pressed powder. So just going in with some of that and then we're just tapping that in to my under eye there. I really like that. Let's just brush off the excess. I'm going to go in with that blush brush again just to blend the blush back up to my under eye. Wow. Do you know what? That has done such a good job. That combination is so nice. I do find if you've got a good base and the products on top can just look so much more seamless than if you've got not the best base ever. It can just really reflect on the products you've got on top. I am actually really loving this. I really like it. I think it's made my skin look so healthy, so nice. I love it. So I just wanted to take a second to show you what it looks like in natural daylight. This is against the window, no artificial lights in it at all. I think it looks really, really nice. I think it looks really natural, such a good shade. I love the texture. Like if you look a little bit closer, it doesn't look over textured. It just looks like my skin. I absolutely love it. I think it looks really, really nice. So this is the final result. This is what it looks like. I really like it. Everything I've tried with it, I think has actually gone so, so well. You've got that primer underneath it, has really gone well with it as well. You've got the liquid products, the powder products, everything's blended beautifully, like melted into it. I think this would be perfect for like normal everyday makeup. Put it a little bit heavier, have some heavier products on top, and it'd be perfect for like a night out makeup. I absolutely love it. I think it is so, so good. So that is it. That's my full review on the W7 It's Glow Time Foundation. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a lovely little comment in that comment section down below. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this because it really, really does help me out. That is it for me for today and hopefully I'll get to see you next time. Bye!